Luckily, aggressive behaviors in the mass media are not the only ones that can be modeled by children.
We could assign them to watch what we call prosocial, that is, positive social, helping behavior, or a neutral program, and see if they're more helpful after watching prosocial media. And indeed they are.
What's the downside of lying? What's good about perseverance? Why is it important to learn to read? All of those kinds of issues, character issues and social issues. And how can we put them into scripts? Indeed, my position is, how can they become the defining theme of every story?
Now, the power of modeling is that a single model can impact vast numbers of populations, sort of divorced from time and place. For example, when the East Germans brought down the Berlin Wall and toppled their oppressive regime, their strategy of mass action was instantly modeled by the other East European countries, and so they quickly toppled their rulers and regimes. The main determinant was their modeling what they saw as an effective strategy.
Research on prosocial modeling has demonstrated the positive effects of observational learning. But for Bandura, it's changed the legacy of the Bobo doll experiment forever.
Here was an experiment done 43 years ago, and then a very creative producer read the experiments, and he produced long-running serial dramas that run a year or two or three, designed to ameliorate some social problem. What you do is you model the kind of problems people are struggling with, and then you model the impediments that they face, and then you, through these dramas, you inform them, you enable them, you motivate them, and you guide them to a vision of a better life and how they can take the steps to realize it. The one that's really powerful is the one we have in India, to raise the status of women. Viewership, 25 million people. And in the plot line, a mother fights against the discriminative policies against girls, and she promotes her education. Taru, the daughter, has become a national model. And so we have adults in that area who are now setting up literacy classes for adults. We have teenagers who had no schooling, are now avid readers. Their vision of what they want to become has been raised, and four of them started a little school for very poor children around the village well.
Because Taru is like a teacher to us.
If Taru hadn't come, we would have continued to live in darkness. There would have been no light. Now, because of Taru, at least some of the darkness has disappeared.
So these are the kind of large-scale changes you can achieve through this kind of vehicle for trying to address some of the most urgent global problems.
By studying the ways we learn and adapt to our environment, psychologists unlock the vast potential that learning offers.
Pavlov and Skinner and Bandura bring to the table the different facets of learning and how we can approach learning from different points on the circle.
Whether we're conquering our fears, learning to walk, or changing the world.